guys, Jess here with Offbeat Life, and it's been a minute, a little late with this one, but this is like the first minute I've had to sit down and do this video because I've been absolutely slammed, which is a good thing. It's going to be reflected in income in both this budget report as well as October. So I'm just going to dive in and show you guys what happened. Obviously, you can tell from the thumbnail that good things happened. So going into September, I was expecting a shortage of income because I had significantly less merchandising income than I anticipated in my projected budgets. Like I'll have at least a year projected out based on the prior year's workload, and then when the workload showed up, it was nowhere near as much. So I had actually set aside some money to make sure that we got through the month. And then life happened and work happened, and it was not a problem at all. So I'll dive in here and show you guys what happened. So I had set aside $200 to get me through the month, so obviously that was there as expected. I budgeted $540 in terms of merchandising. I was able to pick up some extra work, so I actually brought in $770.48, which was $230.48 over budget, which would have made up for that savings right there by itself. But then more things happened. I budgeted $200 at the bar, which I average about $50 a week, working one shift a week. However, I covered a couple extra shifts for some people that were unable to work, and some of them were more lucrative than others. So I actually brought in $806, which was $606 over budget, which was super helpful and beneficial there. And then my side hustle kind of bookkeeping, which ends up also being a lot of bar management as well. Band booking, I was going to say book banding, band booking and menu making and all sorts of other stuff as well. So there's some extra hours there, and that also includes, I put in just a couple hours a month at home doing social media management as well. So I brought in $380, which was $180 over budget there. September is a month where I collect quarterly on our digital reflection, our little cable box thing. So that came in as planned. And then, it's funny, I was thinking about it maybe a day or so before this check showed up in the mail. Every year in New York State, or I don't know if it's just upstate New York or if it's all of New York State, we get this property tax relief check, something about a percentage of the increase in property taxes. I don't know why they do it this way, but I don't try to understand government things. So needless to say, this was a significant check, and I do also think it was more significant than we normally get. We normally get in the $200 range, but I did notice a significant spike in our school taxes this year. So I think that's a reflection of that. So that check came in unexpectedly at $416.17, which was $416.17 over budget. So initially I budgeted $1,190 in income, brought in $2,622.65 in income, which was $1,432.65 over income. I more than doubled our income in September. It was really exciting. And so what ended up happening, I budgeted, we'll skip the mortgage because that's always the fun part. I budgeted $150 in gas. To be fair, I spent $150 in gas on my debit card. I probably put at least 2 more tanks of gas. Well, not tanks of gas, but maybe like $40 more worth of gas in my car from tip money from at the bar that I never put through the budget. So I've been coming up short. I've been doing a lot of driving lately, and spoiler alert, that's going to happen in October as well, because we are halfway through the month and I'm 80% of the way through my gas budget. So that's going to happen in October too. In terms of full disclosure, I keep blowing my gas budget, but I have extra tip money, so I still manage to kind of be in the safe zone, I guess. Anyways, I budgeted $25 for cat food, spent $24.83, set $50 aside for fall clothes for Gav, Ended up spending $54.63. It was $4.63 over budget. I told him he owes me $5 because the sneakers that he wanted were $5 over budget, but he wanted to learn how to tie his own shoes and they had laces, and I figured that was a worthy cause, so I told him he owes me $5. I'm just kidding. I budgeted $100 to put on RJ's hospital bill that we are working on. Again, he is still sending, I think it's 15% of his salary into my checking account every 2 weeks, and that money is going directly onto his hospital bill, and now I'm throwing an extra $100 on that every month so that that will be paid off at the end of this year, at the end of December as planned. ZJ, our dog, was due for his rabies vaccine. I did that at Tractor Supply this year, so that was $22 as expected. And I set aside $20 for miscellaneous, and I spent $20.62, slightly over. Let's see, I picked up some, drop my face here, sunglasses. Oh, God, I lose sunglasses so bad. There's a reason I buy cheap sunglasses like the $5 ones at Walmart, because I lose them, I break them, I'm the worst. So I needed a new pair of sunglasses. Let's see, Gav needed a set of dice for his, for school supplies. Oh, this was good. RJ and I found ourselves off on a weekday together, so we decided to go to Redbox and rent Deadpool 2. Totally worth like $1.80, whatever. I picked up trash bags because we forgot that on our grocery list one week. I also picked up cookies because I had a cookie craving. And I also had to pick up some broccoli because I think they were out one week when we went to get groceries. So I had to pick up some broccoli as well. But only 60 cents over budget there, so no big concern. But going back up, I only planned to make the minimum payment on the mortgage, which is $713.44. I ended up paying $2,138.44 on it, so I made the minimum payment, and then I put an extra $1,425 on the mortgage. That was exciting. So I should be, I think my projection has us by the end of November making my current goal, which is to have the mortgage paid down to, it's either 78 or 79% of the original amount that we took out the mortgage for, so that they can eliminate the mortgage insurance, which is like nearly 50 bucks a month and really annoying. So I should meet that goal by the end of November, next month. So at that point, I'll have the escrow account reassessed. I anticipate, because I mentioned that our school taxes just went up, so it's not going to decrease as much as I had hoped, because there should be a significant decrease by taking off the mortgage insurance, but a small increase with the school taxes going up. But it should still be a net decrease, so I am looking forward to that. So technically, you know, we overspent in expenses, but that's a good overspending because we made a massive mortgage payment. And then I budgeted $109.56 going into the emergency fund / car fund, and I end up just rounding off a few extra dollars and change so that I can do round numbers on the mortgage. So I set aside $112.13 into the emergency fund, $257 over budget, which was fine, bringing my current emergency fund / car replacement fund up to $1,125.20. I'm currently debating picking up a car at my side hustle. They just took in a little Focus on trade. It's old, but it's around here in upstate New York, we get horrible rust because of the snow and the salt and all of this god-awful mess up here. And it's actually really clean for how old it is. And they're telling me that I can have it for $500. So I'm debating because I don't need a car yet, but it's a really good deal. We'll see. Since I have the money for it, I'm debating. We'll see. I'll let you guys know what happens. They're not holding it for me, so if somebody comes in and needs it, it'll go, but we'll see what happens. So that was September. Super awesome month. October is lined up to actually be just as awesome because I ended up covering just this past week our bartender who normally does the bartending at the bar. I normally just do a little bit of waitressing now. But our bartender was out of town for the week, so I covered for her while we were open Wednesday through Saturday, which is going to lead to a huge spike in income again. So look forward to seeing how that plays out in October and what I do with that money. So I will catch you guys in just a couple more weeks when that one shows up. Until then, have a great day, and I hope you guys are doing well, did well in September, and are doing well in October. Have a great one, guys.